Hi, boys and girls. Here we are again to graph another one of Nick's walks. All right, this was the one where Nick walked from 0 meters all the way out to 8 meters and then returned back to the 0 meter card. And again, like I said, when we were collecting the data, it's really important that you see what it looks like on a distance over time graph when the direction changes. I said this in at least one of the videos. The only thing that a distance time graph can show you is a movement forward and a movement back to the starting place. So in the last video, I was saying how even if it's a really steep slope, that can't predict whether the object or the person is moving on a hill because that's not what the slope means on the graph. Remember that the slope shows you how fast the person or the object went, and by doing that, by showing the distance that they took and how much time it took to do this. All right, so it's all, but also you can show the return journey too. So far, you've seen graphs that started at zero distance and went away from the 0 point, and you've also seen graphs that were starting at away from the zero and coming back to the 0 point. Now, this graph is going to show you going away from zero and coming back to zero. Now, because it was a there and back walk, it has a whole lot more points, so I went ahead and got the coordinates ready for you from the data table just to save some time in the video. All right, and let's do this. All right, my first point is zero distance and zero time, because Nick started at the zero card. At 3 seconds, crawl over to 3, climb up to 1. Nick was 1 meter away. At 5 seconds, Nick was 2 meters away. Crawl over to 5 and go up to 2. At 7 seconds, Nick was 3 meters away. At 10 seconds, Nick was 4 meters away. At 12 seconds, Nick was 5 meters away. At 14 seconds, crawl over to 14, Nick was 6 meters away. All right, at 16 seconds, crawl over to 16, he was 7 meters away. And then at 18 seconds, he was 8 meters away. Now, all right, let's do the rest. Notice we still have half the points to do, and we've taken up almost the whole graph. He was going pretty slow at first. And remember, on the walk back, he sped up, which means that our slant is going to be way steeper. Let's see how the points turn out. Crawl over to 19 and climb up to 7. Yeah. Crawl over to 20 and climb up to 6. Crawl over to 20.5, and climb up to 5. So we're on the 5 distance line, but halfway between 20 and 21. Crawl over to 21 and climb up to 4. All right. Crawl over to 22 and climb up to 3. Crawl over to 22.5, which is right in between 22 and 23. And at 22.5, we're supposed to go up to 2. So that point goes right there in between 22 and 23 and right on the 2 meter line. All right, our next point is 23 and 1. Crawl over to 23, climb up to 1, and crawl all the way over. And the last one is 23.5, right in between 23 and 24, and 0, right on the 0 line. So now notice that when you go there and back, it forms a point, right? Because what happened was Nick started at 0 distance and 0 time. He tried hard to walk at a slow, constant speed, and he did a pretty good job keeping that diagonal. Only a point or two here, they are a little bit off. And then he walked back from from the 8 meter card to the 0 meter card, and he did it at a fast, constant speed. So here we go. Notice that we have a slow slant. It's not too steep. And then the same amount of distance, which was 8 meters, only took what? It only took from 18 seconds to 23 and a half seconds. So that's, I think, 5.5 seconds. Yeah, 23, yeah, 5.5. 5.5 seconds for the trip back, and it took 18 seconds for the trip out, which is just a little bit crazy. 18 seconds, right? Which gives us a slow constant because it took him 18 seconds just to go 8 meters equals flatter slope. Does that make sense? It's a flatter slope. And then a fast constant over here equals steeper slope. All right, good work, y'all. Thank you for all your attention to my video. All right, and this graph is called There and Back, from 0 meters to 8 meters and back to 0 meters. It's super catchy. All right, I'll see you guys later. There'll be another video real soon. Have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, do your Google form or the quizzes. I think I'll do a quizzes, but I'm not sure. Whichever one I decide, that's the one you do. All right, check your lesson plan to be sure. Have a great weekend. Bye.